Hello students. First video we told about Belgium and Sri Lanka's population, their religion, their language and all this. Now this video will tell about the majoritarianism. Here also we will discuss about the two country, Belgium and Sri Lanka. Now in Sri Lanka what happened? Who were major in number, who were more in number? You saw that the Sinhala community, they were more in number. And in in 1948 that the Sri Lanka got independence, and that the what happened, and after that they have taken many policies, and what happened that due to their majority, Sinhala community leaders adopted series of the measures, that the majoritarian measures. To why they have taken all these type of the measure? Because they told that we are more more in number. For this reason we can dominate all the peoples. They want to establish their supremacy. In 1956 act was passed, and what happened then in that act, what they told, they recognized Sinhala as their official language, and all the policies were in favor of the Sinhala community in education field, and also in case of the getting jobs and all the fields. As all the policies were in favor of the Sinhala community, then what will happen to the Sri Lankan Tamils? What they will think? That we are not getting anything? For this reason, there was a feeling of isolation among them. And what happened? And for this reason, they, as a result, there was a relation, and what will happen? That the relationship between the Sri Lankan Tamil and the Sinhala community, that day by day that become bitter. And Sri Lankan Tamil launched the parties and fought for the equal rights. Everything you are taking, then what we will do? For this reason, they fought for the equal rights. And in all the fields, in 1990s, several political organizations were formed demanding for they told that here we are not getting anything, then we want that the separate state, or in the separate alum. Not only in whole Sri Lanka, but where that the majority Tamil people were living, that in the northern and the eastern part. And day by day that the conflict between the two parties that was increasing, and that turned into what? That turned into the civil war. And as a result, for this reason, that the Sinhala community, main thing is what? That the Sinhala community, they were more in number, and they tried to dominate all the people. They were not willing to share the power. For this reason, that the conflict started, and day by day that conflict turned into civil war. If any war start, then what will happen? That the many people killed there, and many were forced to leave the country. These type of the situation were there in where? In Sri Lanka. Now we will discuss about the Belgium. Belgium in Europe, and the Belgium they are following the separate the model. Belgium told that in central government, both that the Dutch and French people will be same in number. Another thing they told, that the state government is not subordinate to the central government. It is not that the necessary that what the central government will tell, always that the state government will follow that. They are not subordinate to to the central government. And also that the another form of the government was also there, that was that the community government. What is community government? Community, for the different community there are different type of the governments, and that for French people one type of the government, Dutch people one type of the government. You can ask me that why that for different people that the different type of the government were there, because their culture, their language and all these were different. For this reason you can tell we are not we cannot understand that type of the language, then what will do in that government, like this way. For protecting their culture, education, language, this type of the government formed. This is called the community government. Now what happened that the now what you can see that the in such type that the Belgium has taken these type of the measures. For this reason they are able to avoid the civil war, and that the and this type of the situation was there in where in Belgium. And that the European countries and and many European countries they came together, and the Europe and they formed the came together to form the European Union, where then here the Brussels they were chosen as their headquarters, and this type of the unity were there in Belgium, in Europe. Now what you can see that due to the power sharing there was a unity in Belgium. The Belgian people they respect the other communities feeling their interest and all this. For this reason there was a unity. They are able to avoid the civil war. Now then we can say that the power sharing, then you will say that the power sharing is good or bad. Obviously it is good, and that the why here we can tell about the two reasons, that it helps to reduce the possibility of conflict among the social group. Second is that power sharing is good for the democracy also. Democracy means what? That where the people, all the people are getting that the same type of the rights, they are enjoying the same powers and all this. And here that in democracy that the people have the right to consult on how they are to be governed. Here all the citizens are having the equal rights, you know that. And first one that is called as the prudential, and second one is called as the moral, and both are good and both are valuable. This is power sharing, and like this way through power sharing Belgium brought unity, and on the other hand that the Sri Lanka they were not they didn't share the power, and they try to dominate other people. For this reason civil war started there. Then this is what is the advantage of that the power sharing. Okay, thank you.